Welcome to Sumita Roy's English Classroom. Today we have a video on vocabulary. These 20 words which we are going to talk about will help you whenever you want to speak English, whether it is a simple English through simple sentences, which I will give you, or a very advanced English where also you require these words. You need to know how they are used. You need to know their spelling, their pronunciation. All these things you will learn in this video. I hope all of you are benefiting from the 100 odd videos which are already uploaded in this channel. Somebody asked me by saying that I cannot understand anything in English. The best way for a person who doesn't understand is to keep listening again and again. When you become familiar with the sounds, you will find that slowly the meaning starts becoming clear. I have told you this many times. This is how the child learns its mother tongue, by hearing the language, not knowing what the words mean. And slowly, after almost a year of hearing it, the child is able to make out what you're saying and start producing speech sounds on its own. Before we begin, don't forget to watch the video completely, to comment, to share, to like, and to subscribe if you haven't. Many of you who have subscribed might not be watching the videos regularly. Please do it whenever you find time and do it as many times as you require to learn whatever is said in that video. So today, as I told you, we have a video on vocabulary and there are 20 words. Now, the vocabulary words begin with the question, what does, and then the word comes, do. So, what does the person do? And what are these people? They are professionals of different category. So, let us talk about these 20 words, of which some of them might be very simple. You might already know them. They are very simple. I'm going to give you the word. I'm going to give you also the meaning of what that word is. That means what that professional person does. And finally, I'm going to show you how to use it in a sentence. In the case of all the words, I will spell them out for you so that you don't have a problem. Many of you say spellings are difficult, so you can note down the spelling also. If the video is very fast, you can go to the place where settings are there and decrease the speed. Then you can also press CC where you get the text. So here, the first word is a cobbler. 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 Now, Cobbler. So the question is, what does a cobbler do? That is the question for us. What does a cobbler do? Now, the answer is, a cobbler repairs shoes and other leather items. Repairs shoes and other leather items. That is the answer. What does the cobbler do? And then we make a sentence using cobbler, because finally we want to speak. You say, you must look for a cobbler to mend your shoes today. So that is the sentence. You must look for a cobbler to mend your shoes today. See, the sentence is simple. You're using the word which we have. Like this, we shall talk about 20 words, of which some of them might be familiar to you, some are not. So if you already know a cobbler, then that's wonderful. You can make 5 sentences out of all what the cobbler can do. Or if you have heard it for the first time, then repeat the sentence I've given you till you become familiar with the use of the word cobbler. Word number 2 is shoemaker. Cobbler mends. What does a shoemaker do? For every word, I'm using article. I'm not saying what does shoemaker do. I'm saying what does a shoemaker do? Shoemaker is Shoemaker. It's two words, shoe and maker, but they are made into a single word. There is no gap between the two words. Shoemaker is a single word. Now, what does a shoemaker do? A shoemaker makes shoes. That is what the answer is. A shoemaker makes shoes, not mends. Mend means when the shoe is broken or it is torn, then you go to a cobbler. But when you want to buy shoes, of course, you can go to a shop which sells you ready-made shoes. But many people have their shoes made, at least in the past they used to. That is a shoemaker. Have you heard the story of the elves and the shoemaker? It's a beautiful story how the elves, they are supernatural beings, come and help the shoemaker make shoes in the middle of the night. You can find that story somewhere, or maybe someday I will tell you that story. Then we come to word number 3, a butcher. Butcher. We are not saying butcher or butcher. We are pronouncing it as butcher. Butcher, what does a butcher do? That is your question. The answer is the butcher cuts and sells meat, poultry, etc. So cutting the flesh of animals or the flesh of birds, selling it, weighing it and selling it to customers. That is the work of a butcher. So when you go to buy meat or when you go to buy chicken, the shop you go to is the butcher's shop. That is what the butcher is. Of course, many of us buy it from supermarkets these days, which are already cut and packed. But I'm not talking about that. Here, a butcher is a person who does the job himself. The butcher weighed the meat and packed it for the customer. This is the simple sentence using the word butcher. So here you would say don't a butcher, but the butcher. You are specifically pointing out to this. I've given you articles video. Go back to that, you will understand. We said, what does a butcher do? A means any butcher. And here specific butcher, this one. So what does the butcher weighed the meat and packed it for the customer. Word number 4 is a hunter. Unlike the butcher who, cuts only the dead animals, the hunter is one who kills the animals and birds, etc. In olden times, hunting was a great pastime for rich people. Today, hunting is not allowed. It is outlawed because we should not be cruel to animals. Animals have as much right to live as we do. But hunter is an important word. So, Hunter, a hunter. What does a hunter do? That is your question. The answer is a hunter kills animals for food or enjoyment. One is many people who cannot afford to buy food, buy meat, kill animals and eat them. That is a hunter for food. The other is for pleasure, for enjoyment. You go out, you pass your time by hunting, by killing birds and animals. Now the sentence, a simple sentence using the butcher, using the hunter. Birds and animals try to escape from hunters. Birds and animals can feel that hunter is coming, so they escape from the hunter. Here again we are saying from hunters. We are not saying from a hunter. Any hunter, plural of hunter, we can use hunters general, not specific hunter. Then we would have to say the hunters. Here it is zero article. I have explained this also in the articles video, which all of you can watch. Then we come to the next word, word number 5. I hope all of you will count all the 20. We've come to word number 5. A confectioner. The word is a confectioner. Confectioner. Confection. That is the division, the syllable division. I have told you about syllable division in the pronunciation video mid-level. So you can easily find out from that video what I'm doing with this word. So the question is, what does a confectioner do? What does a confectioner do? The answer is, the confectioner makes sweets, chocolates, etc. That is the work of a confectioner. The confectioner makes sweets, chocolates, etc. So, confectioners in this country are experts in making a great variety of chocolates. There are many countries whose chocolates are very famous. So, in those countries, the confectioners are experts. They make very good chocolates. That is why it's famous all over the world. Now we have word number 6. I'm counting the words, I'm spelling the words, I'm telling you what they do, and I'm also giving you sentences with them. I hope all of you are able to understand what is happening in this video, and you will practice, because these words you might have to use at various points in your life. This builds up your vocabulary. It makes you strong in the use of words. The word number 6 is a barber. Now, what does a barber do? The spelling is B-A-R-B-E-R. That is the spelling, pronunciation barber. Now, the answer is, a barber cuts and styles hair, beard, etc. So, hair for men and women, beard for men, all this, whoever cuts, gives it a shape and style, that person is called a barber. Today we also have salons where you have hair stylist. So they don't call themselves barber anymore, they call them hair stylist. That also in another word. I have not visited a barber for many months. Now, this is a simple sentence. Using the word barber, you have made a simple sentence. Then we come to word number 7. This might be a familiar word for all of you, and that is a nurse. The spelling is N-U-R-S-E. What does a nurse do? That is your question. What does a nurse do? And the answer is, the nurse cares for people who are ill. If you go to a hospital, you find that there are many nurses. If somebody is ill at home, you hire a nurse to look after that person because they are trained, they are specialized, they know how to take care of people who are unwell. So that is what the work of a nurse is. Many nurses working in this hospital are from my homeland. Nurses are in great demand all over the world. So people from one country go to another country and they take up jobs as nurses. So somebody is saying that all the nurses in this hospital are from my country, from my homeland. Then we come to the next word. This is word number 8. This is the word pharmacologist. Pharmacologist is spelled as Pharmacologist. Pharmacologist. We are saying fur, but we are saying PH in pronunciation. So the question is, what does a pharmacologist do? The answer is, a pharmacologist studies how drugs affect the human body. The job of the pharmacologist is to study the effect of drugs on the human body. Here, drugs does not mean something which gives you addiction. Drugs means medicines which treat you, which cure you. So those are the drugs. That is the pharmacologist. The medical research team has a competent pharmacologist. This is a simple sentence using the word pharmacologist. This medical research team has a competent means efficient, able to do his work very well, very, excellent at his job. So a competent pharmacologist. Now we come to the next word, and that is optometrist. If these words are new, please write down and practice them again and again so that when you get a chance, you can use these words. Optometrist. Now we don't say we say an, because optometrist, is a vowel sound, and in front of a vowel to use another vowel. Optometrist is very difficult to pronounce. So we put a consonant in the middle and say an optometrist. An optometrist. Spelling of optometrist, Optometrist. Optometrist. The question is, what does an optometrist do? The answer is, the optometrist checks vision and prescribes glasses. Glasses are specs, these. So optometrist is not a doctor of the eyes. The eye doctor has a different word. In some other video, I'll tell you. It will be confusing here. So today we are learning about people who are available in the shops or in the clinics where you go to get your eyes tested for glasses. If you have problem in vision, or you want to change your glasses, you want to check if your power has gone up or down, then you consult an optometrist. Here is a simple sentence. Every year we visit an optometrist nearby to get our eyes tested. Every year we visit an optometrist nearby to get our eyes tested. That's a simple sentence. Now we move on to word number 10. Now word number 10 is a dentist. This might be familiar to everybody because sooner or later all of us go to a dentist. The spelling is Dentist. The question is, what does a dentist do? And the answer is, a dentist is a doctor who treats teeth problems. A dentist is a doctor, unlike optometrist. Optometrist is a qualified person, but he or she is not a doctor, is not a qualified doctor. A dentist is a qualified doctor, a degree-holding doctor, who gives treatment to our teeth. That is the work of a dentist. So we have here, the children are often frightened when they have to visit a dentist. The child has some problem with the teeth, then the child starts crying, saying, I don't want to go to the dentist. So here is a simple sentence with the word dentist. Now we come to the word number 11, a chemist. Now, what does a chemist do? That is the question. Chemist is Chemist. The answer is, a chemist maintains laboratory equipment. Very often when we go to buy medicines, Also, the person who gives you the medicines, he can tell you what medicine is good. That person also might be a chemist. The chemist in our college laboratory is absent today. So, a person who looks after the laboratory, that person is a chemist. Then we have the next word, and that is word number 12. So, when we talk about word number 12, again, may be familiar to you. I've given you some simple words and some difficult ones so that all of you can learn something or the other. This is a fisherman. Fisherman, Fisherman. Although we are writing fisherman, we are pronouncing as fisherman. Man is not given much stress. So we are not saying fishermen, we are saying fisherman. That is a singular, a fisherman. Question is, what does a fisherman do? What does a fisherman do? The answer is the fisherman catches and sells fish. Catches fish, sells fish. The simple sentence: the fisherman at the seacoast caught some rare fish recently. If you see around the seacoast, all the houses almost have at least one fisherman going out into the sea to catch fish. So this fisherman caught some rare fish. Then we have word number 13, a farmer. Simple word, Farmer. All of you are familiar with the word farmer. A farmer, what does a farmer do? A farmer grows crops. Many farmers, simple sentence here, many farmers are now using advanced techniques for growing better crops. They are using machines, they are using manure, which is very good, fertilizers, they are using the scientific processes. So, farmers. The next, that is word number 14. The word is a hawker. Hawker is Hawker. Now we have, what does a hawker do? A hawker sells goods by moving on foot from place to place. They usually have a cart which they push and they go from place to place selling things. That is a hawker. Some hawkers come regularly to this locality and sell different products. That is a simple sentence. Then you have word number 15, a goldsmith. What does a goldsmith do? The spelling is Goldsmith. The answer is a goldsmith makes gold jewelry. Gold jewelry, which is very popular in some parts of the world, that the person who does it is a goldsmith. The wedding jewelry was made by a well-known goldsmith. This is a simple sentence to show how goldsmith is used. Then you have word number 16, which is a blacksmith. Now you have, see, the word is so similar. You have goldsmith, then you have blacksmith. Gold is in front, although it's the same word. There is no two different words. Goldsmith, one word. Blacksmith, one word. The word black is different from the word gold. Gold is a metal. It's a precious metal. All other metals, the blacksmith does. So the spelling is Blacksmith. What does a blacksmith do? A blacksmith makes metal objects like tools, grills, etc. If you want a grill to your window, then you call a blacksmith. You want, some tools, you want something fashioned, then the blacksmith burns the iron piece and shapes it into whatever shape you want. That is the work of a blacksmith. The rider needed a blacksmith to fix the shoe of his horse. The horses, in the foot of the horse, they used to put like this, a horseshoe. So the horseshoe has to be put in with the blacksmith. So here is the rider who's searching for a blacksmith because he needs a shoe for his horse. Then you have word number 17, and that is a philatelist. A philatelist spelling is Philatelist. Now the question is, what does a philatelist do? The answer is, a philatelist collects postage stamps. Many of you might be doing it, or you might have done it when you were young, collecting postage stamps. Now, do you know what the word is for that? It is philately. The process of collecting is philately. The person who collects is the philatelist. So what does a philatelist do? Answer is collect stamps. Now, simple sentence. My philatelist friend showed me some rare stamps in his collection. My philatelist friend, a friend who does this, has a rare stamps in his collection. Now we come to word number 18, and that is an ornithologist. Again, or is vowel sound, so we say an ornithologist. What does an ornithologist do? That is your question. Ornithologist spelling is Ornithologist. Ornithologist. Now the answer is, the ornithologist studies birds, where the birds go, how they migrate. All these things are studied by the ornithologist. A group of ornithologists went to the mountains to spot some rare migratory birds. Birds, move from one region to another. They can fly for hundreds of kilometers. That is the ornithologist. Now, word number 19, very simple, and that is a judge. Judge. The question is, what does a judge do? Answer, the judge hears cases and gives judgments. He is a very wise judge who gives the right decision. That is a simple sentence. And the word number 20, the last word today, is a biologist. Biologist. A biologist, what does a biologist do? A biologist studies animal behavior and interaction with the environment. Animal and environment. They say that if the tiger population decreases, then there is environmental degradation. So we have to increase the population of tigers. These kind of things a biologist can tell us. We have a simple sentence. Charles Darwin was a famous biologist. I'm sure many of you might have heard the name of Charles Darwin. He gave so many ideas about biology. So that is the end of our 20 words. I have given you some simple words so that everybody knows them. I have also given you a question for each of the words. What does, and then the name of the profession, and then the word do with a question mark at the end of it. Then I have also given you answers by saying this person does this work. That also I have given. I have also given you simple sentence, one sentence per profession. Now, if you feel that this is beneficial and you let me know, we shall do another video with another 20 different professions. If you feel the video is not useful, then also you can tell me. It's not necessary always to say that you learned something from a video. But it would be very nice if each of you tell me what you have learned. That would be very beneficial because I will know then how it is possible to make your English better by understanding your needs. Many of you are asking for videos on grammar and literature. I will certainly make many grammar videos and many literature videos. But please remember that more than one video per week might not be possible. So on some weeks, you will get a grammar video in addition to these daily videos. You're getting daily videos now for improvement of English. You will also get literature videos periodically. So please be patient. I cannot prepare 10, 20 videos per day. I need time to prepare the videos. Okay, so I hope all of you are benefiting because I'm putting in hard work only for you. Thank you for watching and all the best.